Okay, so hi everyone, and welcome to the ClouthEarthi programme. I'm Lucy Stanfield-Jenner, and I work on circular economy at the University of Edinburgh. And I'm here with Dave Gorman, who's Director for Social Responsibility and Sustainability. And welcome to the course. So Dave, can you tell me a few words about your role at the university and what the University of Edinburgh is doing around sustainability and climate change?
Sure, thanks, Lucy. So I'm Director for Social Responsibility and Sustainability at the University, as you said. My job and that of the team is to help the university deliver on its commitment to have a positive social impact and to be socially responsible and sustainable. So that covers quite a wide range of things, from how we manage our own direct emissions from our buildings and from our travel, through to what we buy and what we invest in, and also onto broader issues like human rights in the supply chain. So quite a wide range of things that we work on. We're committed to be a net zero university and to embed this across everything we do. So we want to make sure that we get to net zero and we stay there. We also want to make sure in what we teach that our students are getting full exposure to climate change issues and to global ethics and the meaning of sustainability. And we also want to make sure that the research that we do is focused on climate change and the solutions that we need to become sustainable. So that's what we do.
Fantastic. And can you say in a few words what sustainable development means to you?
Yeah, great question. So a lot of people will fall back on a definition from the 1980s from the Brundtland Commission. So you'll hear sustainability and sustainable development talked about as development that meets the needs of today's generations whilst allowing future generations to meet their needs. And that's fine as far as it goes. I think what we've learned to add down the years that I've been involved in this is, first of all, we need to think about nature, and we need to put our economy and our society within the natural limits that we know that the Earth has. So there's a limit to how much nitrogen we can put into water, for example. There's a limit on climate emissions, as we know. So we need to think about those natural limits. And the other thing I think we need to think about much more is fairness. So we need to think across generations and between generations. We know that climate change is a climate justice issue, with the people who haven't emitted much carbon, the ones who are facing the biggest impacts. And we know it's a fairness issue through time, that my generation has used up too much of the natural capacity of the planet, and your generation is ones that are having to pick up the tab. And so for me, it's running our society and our economy within these well understood environmental limits and doing it in a way that's fair.
And building on that idea of using up our natural resources, can you tell me a bit about what you see the role of a circular economy playing in tackling climate change?
Yeah, absolutely. I think climate change is one of the most pressing issues we face, along with our loss of nature. And I think circular economy is one of the keys to unlock the puzzle. I really do. And the reason I say that is that much of the problems that we're causing in nature, we're facing a nature crisis where nature is disappearing so quickly, and our ecosystems are unraveling before our eyes. Now, why is that? It's partly because we're emitting too much carbon. And we know that if we move to a circular economy, we can close the loops. We can reduce the amount of carbon that's being emitted by having more efficient processes and so on. But it's also because nature is disappearing because we're using too much land and we're not giving nature enough space. It's as simple as that. And why are we using too much land and not giving nature enough space? Because we have a linear economy. Because we produce something, we use it for a few days and then we throw it away. And we design things to be disposable, and we design things to be hazardous. And I think if we can move to a circular economy, we'll be able to greatly reduce the amount of pressures on nature because we'll be reducing the amount of resources that we're using. And so I think circular economy is really, really important. And the other question I would add, which is relevant for the course, I think, is that my generation has spent this time trying to show that we've got a problem here. But now we need to move to solutions. We need to move to long-term sustainable solutions. And circular economy is a fantastic opportunity to do that. It's a brilliant opportunity for nature and for climate, but it's a brilliant economic opportunity as well. So I think circular economy is absolutely key to a sustainable, climate-friendly future.
And just finally, can you say anything about what you think the role of businesses and entrepreneurs is in helping to create that circular economy?
Absolutely. I'm just building on that last point. So if we think that circular economy is the key, then who's going to design that key? Well, it's going to be entrepreneurs and businesses. We need to move from talking about circular economy, which we have been doing, and that's great. We have greater awareness, to finding new business models and to design out hazardous materials and to design products that can be upgradable. You know, we need to move away from phones that you buy and recycle to phones that you just swap out the elements of the phone that you need. We need to move to new ways of doing fashion that aren't so environmentally destructive, and so on. And I really see that new business models, innovation, better design, and entrepreneurship are the key to that. So again, I think if circular economy is the key to a sustainable future, business and entrepreneurship is the key to circular economy.
Thanks very much, Dave. That's all my questions. So in this course, students will have an opportunity to learn more about the things that we've discussed today and the role that they can take in helping to create a circular and net zero economy. So thanks again, Dave, and I hope you enjoy the course.
Thank you.